talking about crimes of beauty with Christine Kraft. My next guest is suing Southwest Airlines because of weight discrimination. She claimed she was humiliated publicly when she was forced to buy an additional seat for herself due to her weight, and in front of all the other passengers she was humiliated. She says, please welcome Pamela Hollowich, and thank you for coming on. And just as I said to Christine, what happened?
Well, I was on my way to a convention, the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance,
right.
And it was in Chicago. I left LAX, flying Southwest Airlines, and did what I always do, asked for a seatbelt extender and got on the plane. At the time, I had a perfect flight from LA to Phoenix, no problem. We changed planes, again Southwest, and at the time, this is really upsetting for me, it's a hard experience. At the time of boarding in Phoenix, two supervisors, I was standing up waiting to get on the plane, and two supervisors came up to me and in front of a whole terminal of people said if I didn't buy a second seat, I would not get on the plane. The irony is I was flying with two other fat women, and
they didn't ask them.
They didn't ask them. I'm about 350 plus or minus.
She's the same as Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah.
Were you the fattest of the three?
Well, how fat is too fat? I mean, my girlfriend's about 330, plus or minus. My other girlfriend was about the same weight. And, how much, again, when you're standing next to fat people, you can't exactly say, oh, you're the biggest one.
What I'm trying to get to is why you? Why they you and not them?
I don't know. That's Southwest. I mean, because we're all, we were all fat women. I don't know why.
They asked you before you got in the plane.
Yeah, they would not let me on the plane. Matter of fact, the exact words is, if you don't buy a second seat, you cannot get on this plane. And I didn't argue with him, but I talked to him. I tried to reason with him. My girlfriends and I did. We all got very upset about this. And we said, listen, she has a ticket to fly. Where's your regulation? Where's this written? We tried.
And what do they say?
Basically, it's not written anywhere. They don't say, oh, you have to be, under a certain weight or a certain height or anything. And at the time of boarding, they pulled me out of the line and said, you cannot get on the plane. Luckily, I had a credit card at the time. Well, actually, they did a thing, like divide and conquered. My girlfriends had to get to Chicago as well. And the two people said to them, if you want to get on this plane, you have to get on now. And what happened?
So they separated you.
They separated. It was divide and conquer. They got my girlfriends on the flight without me. I'm sitting in a terminal wondering what to do, crying my eyes out. We've tried to reason with him. Let me sit next to an unaccompanied child. Let us all sit together.
Yeah, you asked. I was just going to say, why don't you just say, if it's 3 across, let us all sit together.
Exactly. We were perfectly willing to do that. We're big people, we're cuddly. We're we're not any problems with doing that. We were willing to work with them.
And they wouldn't do that.
The irony, I fly other airlines. I've never had a problem.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I flew out here on US Air, and they were so nice to me. They are helpful. Matter of fact, they are the best airline. They start with you. US Air's slogan is you. Yeah. That's what their service is about. The irony is Southwest Airlines slogan is plain smart, and the PLANE. Well, I think they're plain dumb.
Yeah, exactly.